Hey guys, we're James and Holly.
And welcome to Venice.
And we've been here for a few days now, so we're going to give you our top tips of how to see Venice on a budget. And to give you some context, we booked our flights from Bristol Airport to the Marco Polo Airport in Venice about 4 days before our trip. We flew with EasyJet and the return flight ticket cost about £80 per person, which included one checked bag that we shared. But you can save money on the flight by just taking hand luggage. Once we landed, we got straight onto the ATVO bus, which was directly outside of the airport, which takes us straight into Venice, which was €16, which is about £15. This bus ride takes about 20 minutes, but once you arrive in Venice, you can then buy a bus boat ticket from one of the booths on the water's front. Aim for a stop that is nearest your hotel.
So we've just worked out that we are currently here, and we need to get to this place.
These tickets cost €7.50 per person.
That's how you validate your ticket, Holly.
Done.
And is by far the easiest and cheapest way to get around. And I'm already in love with the place. We haven't even arrived at our hotel, we haven't been to any restaurants, we haven't even looked around. We've just got onto this boat and I'm already in love with this place.
What did you think of that, Holly?
That was so much fun.
I'm probably going to pronounce this wrong, but our hotel was called Novu Tessin and was a 2-minute walk away from the Arsenelli boat stop.
Is it?
This is it?
That was remarkably easy. I thought we were going to be lost for hours.
It cost us £200 for a 4-night stay here, which also included breakfast. We would so recommend this hotel as it was clean, tidy, welcoming, and in a pretty good location as it was only a 5 to 10 minute walk away from St Mark's Square.
So we're about to go up this tower, which is €8 per person and gives 360-degree views of Venice.
And when you're at the top, you get the best views looking across Venice, and it really gives you scale and an appreciation for the architecture. There is also no time limit when you're up here, so you can really take your time and take it all in. And directly opposite the bell tower is the Basilica, which is incredible to see and it's free to get in. But you're not allowed to take any pictures or videos inside, but you can pay €5 and look around the museum and come up onto this rooftop terrace to get some pretty amazing views. There is obviously so many amazing things to do in Venice, but we wanted to do it on a budget. And personally, we just love to walk around the narrow streets and just explore all the hidden wonders that Venice has to offer.
And we've just stumbled upon the most beautiful bookshop in the world.
This bookshop is renowned for flooding, so all the books are kept off of the ground and in gondolas. All the damaged books from the flooding are then used as decoration around the shop.
So at the back of this bookshop, there's actually a staircase made out of books.
This shop is definitely worth a visit, and again, this is free to go in and take a look around.
This here is the narrowest street in Venice.
This is actually unbelievably narrow. I can just fit through here with my backpack on.
So how mad is this? Apparently this is the last remaining bridge in Venice with no walls or railings. So food and drink can be really expensive, especially if you go somewhere near the main tourist spots. Some of these places will add a huge service charge on top of already overpriced food and drink, so just be aware. But we found some really great cafes just off of the main tourist streets which were a lot cheaper and still tasted incredible. So we've just come into this cute little coffee shop right now, got myself a cappuccino, Holly got herself Americano, and also a big bad boy croissant for €4. That's a freaking bargain, Holly. Holly, happy birthday.
Thanks.
We also found some really great pizza shops that charged about €8 for a whole pizza.
I think that's the best pizza I've ever eaten.
And our favourite pasta spot was called Del Moro's Fresh Pasta to Go.
So we found this place on TripAdvisor and someone said that the queues will be huge but worth it, and it really is worth it. Basically like this guy. This guy.
If I could eat with my hands, I probably would right now. It tastes that good. And these places where we ate weren't restaurants. If you wanted to have a sit-down meal, you're probably looking at spending 2 or 3 times the amount. So the gondolas are actually quite expensive here in Venice. They cost about 80 to €100 for a 45-minute trip, whereas you can actually buy one of these cards which is €7.50 50, which lasts for 75 minutes, and you can go on any of the water buses. So obviously this isn't quite the same as going on a gondola, and obviously not as romantic as going on a gondola through the cute little canals of Venice, but this is definitely a cheap alternative. For those of you who are James Bond fans, and specifically Casino Royale fans, this is the location at the end of the film where the building collapses into the river. And if you're wondering about the location, it's actually directly opposite this little boat stop right here, and the building is that one right there. This shopping centre, which is right next to the Rialto Bridge, which is just behind me here, has a free rooftop terrace which gives some amazing views looking across the city. You do have to book a time slot, and this can be done on their website, or you can do it on their iPads at the top of the shopping centre. We booked our time slot around 15 minutes before sunset, which was really beautiful. We enjoyed it so much up here, and because it was free, we did it 2 evenings in a row.
So as you can tell, Venice is absolutely beautiful, and we'd highly recommend going. And like most places, you can spend an awful lot of money. But if you are on a budget like us, you can do and see a lot of incredible things.
And there we have it, that was our top tips of how to see Venice on a budget. And if you've got any tips of how to see Venice on a budget as well, let us know in the comment section down below.
Thank you very much for watching.
And we will see you in the next video.
Goodbye!